This chapter. This chapter. Remember back in Fire Emblem 7 when I would do a chapter off screen and then like just record it? Like without my commentary and then do post commentary that was probably pretty bad? Well, I'm gonna do that for this chapter because in my experience, Trek and Zealot, well, not so much Zealot, but Trek kinda loves getting himself killed. And I'm gonna fast forward to the prep screen because nobody wants to see this, you know. Doot-de-doo. And all that. Anyways, I would talk about some things in this part, I guess, while I have the opportunity. Like, I guess the Nintendo thing is kinda like an obligation to comment on, even though, like, I really don't care. I mean, like, okay, Nintendo is like taking money from people, and one of those people is probably not me, even though I do Nintendo games, because I don't think they are going to be taking money from a 10-year-old game. More than 10 years old. Much less Fire Emblem, you know. And I basically make an amount of money that I can't disclose to you in this commentary because I am bound by contract not to. And even if they did, like, take my money, it would barely affect it. Like, I don't really make that much anyways, in the first place. And, to be, like, frank, legally, this is a job, but mentally, for me, it is a hobby, and I do it because I kinda enjoy doing it, and a bunch of people, like, I see like 4 or 5 that consistently comment, they enjoy it, and so, as long as I'm entertaining those people and they like it, then I'll continue to do this. Yeah, I guess that's the simplest way to put it. Like, I don't really care about the money or anything. Like, the money is nice. It's like a nice bonus for doing this, because this is like the easiest thing in the world to do, you know. But anyways, thanks to all the people who like comment. I really like appreciate it, and I like responding to them. Like, if I had like 10,000 subscribers and they all posted like 200 comments, I wouldn't like it as much, because then I would only be able to comment on 1 or 2 people, like respond to 1 or 2 people, which would be pretty like lame. I like responding to people who have questions. I brought Boris in this chapter because I thought I was going to use him for the rest of the game, but then I decided if I did, I was going to kill myself, so yeah. And I already recorded parts after this one, so you'll see me saying like, hey, I'm gonna use Boars, and then in this video that precedes those, I'm gonna be like, never mind, I'm not using Boars, don't listen to me later. But yeah, I do arena abuse in this chapter. I don't go crazy with it. Maybe Roy gets like 1 level, Deke gets no levels, and the one thing that like really upset me was I gave Rutger 6 levels normally, and look, it's Trek, the guy who loves getting himself killed. Rutger, I gave him 6 levels before this part, I think, like, you know, from 4 to 10, and he got strength a whopping 0 times. And this game, like, Rutger needs to be good, because he's going to put the team on his back and carry. Other pressing matters that are super urgent. There is a tiny little, like, fray, I guess, in my headset wire. And if that shit snaps, I'm going to be so pissed. Like, you would not believe how pissed I would be at having to buy a new microphone. Considering I got this one in like December. Yeah. Shit pisses me off. And I might as well talk about the map, I guess, because as you can see, like right here, it's already like a load of shit on both sides. Like, I have no idea what to do with anyone. Like, I brought Walt because he could kinda hurt wyverns. And Marcus, like, can kinda hurt things. Oh, by the way, Marcus is going to get a beautiful level up. Look at that strength. That's like 20% chance. And then Roy actually kills something. You know, like, the fact that, like, I'm speaking from a perspective of videos that I've already recorded, like, 3 or so chapters after this. Probably even more by the time this goes up. That Roy is actually doing kinda good. Like, he has enough speed to kinda hurt things. Like, I think he gets 10. And then he has like 10 strength, so as long as it's like a cavalier or an armor knight or something, he can actually damage them. With the rapier at least. It's kinda cool. And I'm glad, like, this is the one Fire Emblem 6 LP on the internet where Roy is actually going to get good level ups. But yeah, as you can see right here, everything is just going to shit around Zealot and Trek. Like, look at all that shit. Imagine that on hard mode. That's not fun. Like, thank God Trek, like, that archer was nearby, so Trek could just decide to be like, hey, I'm blah blah blah. And there's no one in fear. We don't get fear now, as much as I would like to get her now, because she's cool. Oh my god. I like Myrmidons in this game? What the hell? Yes. Like, the Myrmidons in 4, 5, and 6 are like my favorites. If you're curious as to like who's my favorite swordmaster, it's Avail. Weird choice, I know, but Avail is a cool person. And I'm just rambling on different things. I like being able to do that. Fear, no, don't go. So you go over and recruit. No, I'm not doing that yet. Well, let's see what level Lou gets. Oh, yes. Some of the levels in this part are rigged. Like, Rutger getting 1 strength at the beginning of the chapter was rigged as all hell, because I was like, I'm not continuing until Rutger gets 1 strength, you know. And we get Noah, who's he's not great. We already have Alan and Lance. And Walt actually gets to kill something. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to Zealot missing that armor knight right there, we kind of have to stall a bit. I like saying the word stall within the concept of Fire Emblem, because it makes me think of the character Stall from Fire Emblem Awakening. And Stall's a cool dude. You know, Green Cavalier. Yeah. But that is a game for a long time ago. I mean, not ago. Screw my words. That is a game for a long time from now. At the rate I'm going. Guys, how do I save money? How? There are so many things I want to buy. Oh. 99. Rutoga, no. Oh shit, you got a javelin. But Saul is like, oh man, I could tank everything. I like Saul. Why can't more bishops be like Saul? Like, Saul seriously just like, he's good. He's good. He gets good staves early. He has like no competition because Ellen is shit. And like, what's up with the people who say like bishops are bad? Like, well, no, it's mostly like gender, I guess. Like, people don't like Mulder. People don't like Mulder. Have you seen like that stash on his face? And people would use Ellen over Saul. No, people use like Clarine over Saul, and then like only Clarine. Like, what are you doing? Saul is the best. Like, yeah. Anyways, like, the reason why I arena abuse in this chapter is because I have like some quotas, I guess you could call them. Like, things that will make the game much easier later. And, like, I'm just doing it now so I don't have to rely on the RNG. Basically, I wanted to give Chad, what's the number? 17 speed, which lets him steal mostly everything I want. Because otherwise later I might have to waste the speed wings on him just to be able to steal some stuff from some bosses. Which I don't want to do. Like, other people probably need those speed wings more. And obviously give Rutger strength. Kickstarter, give Rutger strength. And like, one thing I was really surprised about was Thany got like 3 strength in a row. I was like, I'm not gonna train Thany. I'm not gonna use her beyond a certain point, but I gave her 3 levels and she got 3 strength in those levels. So I think I'm obligated to use her. Really. Who else? Oh yeah. I had to give Saul like 9 or so magic. Because, you know, I love Warp. If there was a I Heart Warp t-shirt, I would wear it. But like, yeah, for later chapters, I want to have like enough range on Warp for Saul to be able to do things. Holy shit, Alan. Yeah, Saul's basically my guy for, you know, Warp shenanigans. And it's not like giving him like 9 magic early on is gonna make a big difference. I mean, you don't get to buy light magic for a long time, and he's gonna take a bit to promote. So's, you know. And we get Zealot, other Jagan man. He's pretty cool. I like the idea of like them giving you a bunch of Jagans. Like, you get Marcus, Zealot, then Percival, and like the idea of progressive Jagans is like something I really like. Or, well, I guess they're not like progressive Jagans, they're more like progressive pre-promotes. But yeah, each one is basically an upgrade from the last, which I really like. And Fire Emblem 7 did it to an extent, like Marcus, then Pent, then Harkin. It's something I really like. I like games with good pre-promotes. And I think around here is where the recording is going to stop. And then I'm going to have to load the video file of the one that actually, you know, is after the arena grinding, because there's no way I'm showing like an hour-long arena grind. No way. So, yeah, let me stop movie. And you can see all my projects here. I hope you like that little preview. And then I'm just gonna scroll through everything. Roy got 8 strength, 10 speed, and I gave Alan and Lance strength and speed. I mean speed and strength respectively. Clarion got no magic. Rutger got like 2 strength. Sol got 9 magic, so he's good enough. He's good to go for the rest of the game. And yeah, just gonna finish up the chapter here. Ooh, woo! Alan Roy support. Dot dot dot. We're not gonna see more of that because I'm gonna be doing another support with Roy, and his supports are like clogged up right now. Damn it, Clarine! You got no magic! And they just pop into existence. So Alan and Lance go up. And the funny thing is, I forgot to buy weapons before this video started. I mean, I forgot to buy weapons as I was arena grinding, so you get to see me buy weapons here. And I recommend buying one slim sword for something much later. There's an annoying guy that you want to be not strong enough to hurt, and a slim sword will give you more avoid for him. I mean, against him. And it'll make stalling him much easier. His name can easily fit the word ass in it, which is appropriate given his recruitment. Some people know who I'm talking about. You guys wouldn't mind if I just speed up the rest of this video, right? I mean, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. And I put Lou in the arena here. He's actually winning. Okay, we're all at the boss now. That wasn't so bad, and it saved me like, I don't know, part of the video. Richter's gonna do his thing as boss killer. I think. I think I give the kill to someone else. Boss killer. I think I'm like deciding if I want to take those odds. Does Rutger get the kill? Yeah. And I think here is where I decide to give it to Alan. I mean Lance. Seriously. Someone start a counter where I mix up Alan and Lance. That's like, I finally found my thing in commentary. I always mix up Alan and Lance. And Lance gets strength. Yes! And then we cease. I mean conquer. The translation. The Lord Hector is one of the great tacticians. I can't see Hector as a tactician. You know, like maybe a guy who could like walk into an army and then make the army disappear, but not a tactician. Charge! We'll rescue Lilina. And that part's over. Derp derp.